Alright guys, so what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about the next topic. Now, mind you, we've talked about slope, we talked about some unit rates, we talked about different things like that over the last 2 days. Now we're actually starting into this recognizing a function. What is a function? You know, we keep hearing about these functions, but we're not quite sure what it means. So let's first answer that question. What is a function? Okay, a function is noted as having an f of x. So this is how you would word it. Okay, so if you ever see f of x, you just know that means function. And this is something you're going to see a lot in Algebra 1, not so much in 8th grade. But for every input, there is only one output, and that is key. For every input, there is only one output. If there's more than one output, not a function. Okay? It can only have one. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, what does that look like? All right? Because what is a function? What does it mean to have one input and there's only one output? Okay, there's several different ways that we're going to look at this so that you're able to tell which one is which. So first off, in your digits book, on page 158, you will see this example there. So I give you a few seconds, go ahead, pause the video, get your digits books open. Once you're all there, go ahead and start the video again. Alright, so I'm guessing you guys are there now and you're ready to go. So we have this tables here. I know you've seen these before. Okay, you have your input and you got your output. Now, we said that for every input, there is only one output. So if we look here, we have the input of 2. This 2 is going to a 4. So this input has one output. It has an output of 4. Negative 2 also has an output of 4. And you're probably thinking to yourself, well, then this must not be a function then, right? Hold on. We said the inputs can only have one output. We didn't say nothing about these outputs. We can honestly, if we wanted to, if we draw arrows going across to our outputs, we could cover this up. If we look here, see how only one arrow is coming off of each one? That represents a function because every input only has one output. If we were to change this and take this negative 2 here and draw it down to 25, now this input has 2 outputs, so therefore it would no longer be a function. Let's look at some more examples. What we have here is a set of numbers, and I know you guys have seen these before. These are ordered pairs. You guys know that ordered pairs are nothing more than just x and y. So how would I want to organize this to make it a little bit easier? Okay, I could draw a table. Okay, I know you guys have seen T-charts before.
With an x and a y.
So I can literally put each one of these into it. So here I would have 1 and 3. Here I would have 2, or 1 and 2. 2 and negative 4. 3 and 2. We want to ask ourselves, for every input, which one's the input again? That's right, our x is always the input. And our y is always our output. So, for every input, there should only be one output. So look here, I've got an input of 1, 1, 2, 3. Well, I got 2 1s. One of those outputs goes to 3, the other one goes to 2. This input has two outputs. So therefore this would not be a function. Another way of looking at this is if we would draw those maps. So if I take this, I'm going to drag this.
Oops. We'll drag this off the side for right now. Let's just do this. Let's go ahead and move it. Let's move that off the side. We'll need that. We'll put this over here. Let's go ahead and map this.
This out. If I would to map this out with my inputs and my outputs, I would have 1, 2, and 3, because that's the numbers that I have over here. I have 1, 2, and 3. My outputs would be 3, 2, -4, and 2. So now we're going to map it. We're going to draw arrows. So 1 went to 3, so 1 goes to 3. 1 also goes to 2. 2 goes to -4, and 3 goes to 2. Now remember what I said before about every input can only have one output. There's only one way out from this input pile. There's only one way. If we look here, we can see that 1 has 2 outputs. So therefore, it would not be a function. Now, let's look at here. Once again, it's the exact same process. Okay? So I want you guys to take a few seconds and try to see, is this a function?